Hey everyone, it's Mad along with Angel. Today we're going to talk about the Cherry Blossom Festival and everything that we can get along with units farmed and honestly a very top tier free A unit that we all should get to 5 hearts, so stay tuned. Already talked about it, but just going to quickly go over. Goresby-Purrvis is the main unit that we're going to get in this. It's going to be part of the battle road, so we're going to go over this one more time. Is a beast fighter. Leadership effect doesn't seem very powerful, but becomes more powerful as the game gets larger, especially since beasts will become a very powerful monster family very, very soon. Increasing beast physical potency by 20% is incredibly huge. And really, once Marquis de Leon comes in, Goresby-Purrvis becomes a much better unit overall. His Awakening skill, increasing zap power by 10%, is useful, but personally, I like Rising Slash the most out of all the skills, but you will be using Joining Slash a lot, and Return Sword has its uses as well. And that movement +1 is incredibly helpful, allowing Purvis to move 3 units, and with the Return Sword having 3, so that's 6 range overall. Very important. Swoosh resistance, crackle resistance is 2 and 4. Joining power is 3 and 5. Return Sword is a skill that has a range of 3 with only 1 attack, but 165% zap and another 10%. Gets to draw 1 square that can occasionally stun. So for a first skill, it gives a large range. It is very, very, very good because of that stun. Personally, I still think it's the weakest one, but for many units, this would not even be close to it being their weakest skill. So he's got a fairly easy to use and pretty good overall skill set. Rising Slash, 250% non-elemental damage to all enemies in a very nice and simple pattern. Very, very useful. Joining Slash is a simple 2-line straight up AoE. 2 hits, 140% zap physical damage to all enemies. All in all, a good unit. The weakness for him is there's just stuff that you can feel that he needs just a little bit more, and some of that's kind of hard to fix. His speed is good but not excellent, and like the Return Sword really is useful for high speed units. So I consider him a very good unit. Just that there's going to be a beast unit that comes out that's much higher importance, but Purvis is still a very good unit, and I do hope to get him. The symbol unit is Cherreevil Blossom. Obviously, with the Cherry Blossom event, we're going to get Cherreevil here. His first attack, Spring Breeze, is just simple whoosh spell damage that can occasionally sleep. Masakura is martial damage on all enemies and can confuse, and Shunrai is 4 zap spell damage that can rarely confuse. Notice that Cherreevil Blossom is highly focused on confuse. The reason why is that the innate skill of Cherreevil is if they can confuse, will gain stat bonuses, and then all of a sudden it starts becoming something that's a lot more fearsome on the battlefield. So, all in all, it's not a bad unit. It's just one of those you have to get it up and going. Its HP and defense are actually pretty strong. Its agility is incredibly slow, which is not surprising. The wisdom, which is kind of nice because Spring Breeze and Shunrai are the 2 major damage dealers. Masuka being a martial damage is kind of disappointing, but it's got a larger confuse range. So you're going to try to do that to get the first confuse and then get the ball rolling. Being able to get 2 stats is pretty nice as well. What you're going to use for a bonus skill is probably another buff, just because its wisdom isn't high enough. But if you want to, you can also give it a spell. Probably something, either Zam is going to be a good one, but that's obvious for a lot of people. Also, something with that would be Crackle. Frizz or Gira, or Frizz or Sizz would also be very, very useful as well. But from another skill, I prefer like a buff or debuff even, but that is totally up to you. The leadership effect is not very powerful, but can be used for certain PvE battles, which is increased confusion resistance by 25%. Try to reduce the RNG, but then you kind of hamper yourself with not the most optimal unit in the game. The free unit, though, top notch. It's weird. This game likes to give out bad A's, then event of top end A's, and then kind of go back to free A units. This is one that you're definitely going to want a 5 heart. Purrcival. Going to go through the stats first. The HP and defense are pretty good for being a cub. Its agility is incredible at 421. Its attack is also very good at 426. On that, obviously the movement's 4. On that, the first skill is interesting. It's 130% physical damage, but chance to lower your own attack power. It's not a great first skill. But beyond that, the second and third skill is much, much better. Beckon inflicts 180% physical damage and can attract, not attack, 1 square. So Beckon can bring an enemy closer, which is kind of nice with movement of 4 and a range of 3. You use that to bring one other unit in that might be slow, so that another unit can come up and nuke right behind it. That's a very powerful and useful skill. And the Cherreevil Blossom Blizzard is 175 physical damage all around itself. It can rarely blind, which allows it to stay alive a lot longer as well. For its leadership effect, it increases physical damage of beasts by 10%, which is actually really good for an A unit. All in all, getting it to 5 hearts with the level 110 stats, starting to look at a pretty nice overall unit overall, and I do highly suggest farming for that. It's big, kind of your main draw into this event. The attacks you can do zap, whoosh, or crackle. It kind of really doesn't matter. All in all, the free unit is much better than the summon unit, so go get them. The other farmable units, Crabber Dabber Do is brand new, so just to understand, when I say 4th and 9th floor, so it's going to be 4, 9, 14, 19, and 24. So, like Knight Errant, you can farm 3, 8, 13, 18, 23. Foo Dog is 1 through 22, and Leery Lout's 1 through 21. So, the main ones that you're going to go for is obviously it's going to be Purrcival, who is on every 5th floor, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and Crabber Dabber Do 4, 9, 14, 19, 24. And then kind of depends. I will actually go with Leery Lout, then Knight Errant. I've already got my Foo Dog at 5 hearts. And so it's going to be one of those where you're going to just farm until you get to 5 hearts. If you get there, obviously sometimes you might not have enough energy to do so, especially with DQ7. Still going to be for the last week. And making sure that you get Kiefer on Dragon Quest VII is your number 1 priority. Kiefer is better than Purrcival, but then Purrcival is your number 2 priority. Let's just continue here. We've got 2 new weapons and a new armor. The first weapon is the Cherreevil Blossom Max, which is for Goresby-Purrvis. Going to be attack 22, zap physical 4%. The alchemy is zap physical, also joining slash, attack HP and MP. For the armor, for A, we get the Mitsukasa, defense plus 10, first breath, resist plus 4. Alchemy can be first breath and general HP and defense. First breath resist, I should say, and general resist for the alchemy, HP, and defense. The Cherreevil Blossom armor is exchange very, very good armor, but armor's lower than weapons in this game, obviously. defense plus 10, Frizz resist plus 4%, alchemy you get physical seal resist, Frizz physical and general resist, HP and defense. The physical seal, it's okay. I would probably say go for the Frizz physical and general resist overall. I think those are a little bit more important, but that's kind of up to you on the side you want to play. HP and defense are always useful as well. Fragments to get you really focus, get the 10 Purrvis tickets, the 30 beast fragments, and for people who've been playing at this point, you will be over 100. My advice is hold on to the beast fragments until Marquise de Leon. That's going to be the one that I'm going to be turning in my beast fragments for, even though honestly Goresby-Purrvis is a good unit. Actually, it's a very good unit. Marquise de Leon is just that much better. We will get more beast fragments. You can always upgrade Purrvis a little later, just in case. But right now, I would definitely hold on to them, but I would definitely purchase them as well. And there are also 10 ASAP books as well for 180 each. Then you've got your Iris, you've got your gems and all that as well, which I do not place here anymore. These are, though, the 3 top ones that I would highly advise that you guys go for. Obviously, the Iridescent Orb is also up there. All in all, though, that is weapons and armor. So the main thing is going to be just like Dragon Quest VII, except there's going to be 30 floors instead of 25, and it's going to be the same. The top 5 floors all have big bosses. Those cost 0 stamina. 1 through 25 will cost stamina and to farm. In all honesty, as long as we stay with the JP, the 25th floor only had a CP of 14,500, while Dragon Quest VII was around in the 18,000s. So this is a lot easier difficulty, as long as they didn't scale it up. This will be opened on clearing Chapter 1, Episode 5 during the second week. Chapter 2, Episode 5 was opened up to, but that's all there was for story. As I say, this is going to be where you're going to be spending most of your energy for the overall event to get the 3 beans, or tricolored beans, which will be the event currency. Example here is, as I said, every 5th floor Purrcival will be dropped, and so you will be able to gain the enemies going 1 through 25. But if you're able to beat the Q7 event, you will be able to beat this event a lot easier. The last thing that we're going to go through real quick here is the Battle Roads Purrcival. The 3 new units are obviously Purrcival, Cherreevil Blossom, and Goresby-Purrvis. Theoretically, I really should have the Crackle Dabble Do as a new unit as well, but that's something that could be farmed. And the Errant Knight and Foo Fighter and all that, they can all be farmed either in the old game or farmed in the new event. So a lot of you should already have the bottom 5, or at least 4 of the 5 fully leveled or nearly fully leveled. So the Battle Roads isn't all that hard, except for the unit that you need to do is Purrcival, and Purrcival, though, is a very good unit to level up, and so therefore it's free. So I highly suggest that you take advantage of the Battle Roads, even if it's just to level up Purrvis. Because you will be using Purrvis for a lot of events in the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is going to be a fairly quick and easy event. There's a lot less to do in Dragon Quest VII, but it's also going to last a lot less. Please like and subscribe. Also, if you've got any questions or comments, please ask me down below. I'm always happy to answer. You can also catch me on twitch.tv/MattGuru. I usually post on my ever-going screen when I'm going to go live, and feel free to stop on by and ask me questions. I'm very happy to answer those. So, guys, good luck, enjoy, I love Cherry Blossom. This event's going to be fairly short and fairly simple, but I hope everyone has a good time, and we will see you later. Bye!